Hey guys, English Dave here, and I'm bringing you the Entertain Lynx spoiler-free review for Kubo and the Two Strings. Over the last decade or so, Leica Entertainment, a small American stop-motion studio, has been steadily making a name for itself with movies such as Coraline, Paranorman, and Box Trolls. Their name isn't as popular as Pixar or say DreamWorks, but they've certainly crafted a style all of their own. Stop-motion animation isn't something you see often, and it's clear that their movies are made for passion rather than box office earnings. Their latest efforts, Kubo and the Two Strings, is their most epic project to date, taking an estimated 1,149,015 hours to make, and it shows. But I'm getting ahead of myself.
Can you hear me, Kubo? Your village is burned to the ground. Your enemies aren't far behind. We need to go now.
The story follows a young boy named Kubo living on an island taking care of his sick mother, who one day accidentally summons a vengeful spirit from his past. Now on the run, Kubo joins forces with Monkey, played by Charlize Theron, and Beetle, played by Matthew McConaughey, to unlock a secret legacy. Armed with a magical instrument, Kubo must battle the Moon King and other gods and monsters to save his family and solve the mystery of his fallen father, the greatest samurai warrior the world has ever known. Like I mentioned earlier, the movie is absolutely gorgeous. Stop-motion animation seems to have an almost tactile nature that makes you feel like you can reach out and touch it, even though it's not in 3D. The colors pop and the character designs are so unique to their world that you can't quite get the same effect with computer animation. Even the imperfections that come with frame-by-frame animation serve to add to the feel of the film. You're totally pulled into it right off the bat, with visuals that have you wondering just how do they do that with stop-motion? There's a magic to it that keeps you in awe. The movie perfectly merges ancient Japanese influences mixed with elements of fantasy that you don't care that certain acts of magic are never explained. You just accept that that's the way things work in this world. The movie can at times be very dark and twisted with themes that are most certainly adult in nature, yet there's enough adventure to distract kids away from how sad some of the themes can be. It has characters that don't need much backstory to help you connect with them, as they're brought to life through the animation and excellent voice work by the actors. You'd think this was done with motion capture. It really serves as a compliment to the overall excellent achievements of the film, but unfortunately that's also their weakness. Having recently rewatched all of their films, it's clear that they put a lot of time crafting the look and feel of the films, but at the cost of the actual storytelling. The movie starts at a really darker than expected place, setting up a story that's very deep, especially for a kids movie, but unfortunately never quite reaches the heights it could and should have reached. Not to say the story is bland, in fact quite the opposite. It gets frustratingly close to being fantastic, and it almost feels like either they were apprehensive about taking it deeper, or they just didn't spend as much time with the story process as they did with the technical stuff. In the film itself, Kubo is a storyteller, and at times it felt like the story he told was more interesting than his story. The movie sets up an epic quest but never quite gets there, and I almost want this to be a TV series so that that quest can be expanded on. All that isn't to say it's a bad movie. I still think people should check it out in theaters. I was lucky enough to watch it in the new Dolby Cinema with Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos, and wow, this movie was made for that. Even gives IMAX a run for its money. If you can't watch it there, it definitely deserves to be seen on as big a screen as possible. It's a fun ride, it's never boring, it's just a shame the story never quite matches its technical achievements. Thanks guys for listening. If you enjoyed this review, please give us a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button and share with your peeps. My name's English Dave, and this has been an Entertain Lynx spoiler-free review for Kubo and the Two Strings. See ya.
If you must blink,